Sir, please may I come in?
Yes.
Good afternoon, sirs. Thank you, sir.
Your probation is over in IAS or still going on?
So the training is going on.
How long is the training?
So it's for 2 years. So after doing my foundation course, I took an extraordinary leave. So I joined again in November.
Where are you being trained now? Nagpur?
Sir, Pal Samudram. I am in customs and indirect taxes.
You are in customs?
Yes.
We are Madanapalli.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are not happy with the present job, still you want to jump to the three most committed jobs?
Sir, I am quite happy and satisfied with the job, but still I think the other services which I have preferred are more suitable to my skills and personality traits, sir. And also I wanted to work in a more diverse field where I can see the impact of my work visibly on people, to have a ground connect, sir. That is the reason.
You are claiming that you have the skills for these three services. You said in your answer just now.
Yes, sir.
What are the skills required for IAS, IPS, IFS, and that you have? So all these three will require different skills. For the same skills you there for IAS also, IPS also, IFS also.
Sir, I believe some skills are common because they are all India services and have a direct ground connect. For example, skills like balancing different stakeholders, or having a good human resource management skill, or public connect, sir, dealing with public. So those are the skills common, but there are some different skills required for each type of services, which we'll learn while training in those particular services.
All right. Tell us what would you be doing as a customs officer if you remain in this service? What kind of job you are seeing for yourself? You will be doing what?
Sir, basically in customs we are posted as additional commissioner or deputy commissioner level, sir. So in those we've to see the goods and commodities being traded are as per our Customs Act 1962, and seeing the valuation and classification of those goods and services, is it being done.
GST will also come under you, or who look after the GST regime?
Sir, GST is also a department within our service.
Customs only.
Yes.
All right. You come from MP.
Yes.
What has been the strategy of the government to develop MP further in terms of making it an industrialized state, with reference to the global investor summit that was held in Indore some months back?
Sir, as per my knowledge of the Global Investor Summit, more of FDI and FPI has been proposed. First of all. Second, sir, more special economic zones to be created in MP along with Pithampur area, sir. Third is development of micro, small and medium enterprises, and ease of doing business to be increased in MP along with easy grants of permits and licenses, sir.
All right. You are a product of SRCC.
Yes.
Really. How your association with SRCC at the graduation level has made you a better individual? Forget about the syllabus. How it has shaped your individuality?
Sir, I strongly feel that my 3 years at SRCC was very memorable and had a deep imprint in my personality. It has made me a more accommodative person because in SRCC we had peers from all throughout the country. So in terms of having an assimilative approach to diversity, sir, that has SRCC has given me that. Second, sir, in terms of extracurricular activities, we had a lot of societies, fests. So in organizing those, we learn a lot of human skills, sir, how to talk to people, how to negotiate. So those skills are also in me through my alma mater, sir. And third, sir, as the motto of SRCC is from darkness to light. So I think that has made me a more confident individual because wherever I go, I carry SRCC with me. So that has made me more confident and has instilled trust in my abilities.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You studied economics.
Yes, sir.
And now you are to custom.
Yes, sir.
You are aware of anti-dumping authority.
Yes, sir. Anti-dumping duty I am aware of.
Huh?
Anti-dumping duty.
So what is dumping?
Sir, when products are produced in other countries at a cheap input cost, which is not at par with the cost that our domestic producers are producing, and those goods are being sent to our country from foreign, that is called, sir, dumping. And we
You use the word cost, no?
yes, sir.
What cost?
So production cost, input cost, sir.
That is anybody can tell. But you are a student of economics at SRCC. What is that cost?
Sir, as per my understanding, I'm not sure, but I think it is cost of all the inputs and does not.
Selling a product at less than marginal cost.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what you might have studied, right?
Yes.
And that's what anti-dumping authority does.
Yes.
Okay. You are the first batch being trained at that center?
Yes,
na?
sir.
How is the centers? All facilities are there?
So the facilities are developing. Most of the basic needed facilities are there, sir. The
How do you access it? Via Tirupati or via Bengaluru? Or both?
so via Bangalore mostly.
Bengaluru. Can you tell me about, we are, government is targeting that we will be third largest economy in next 10 years. USA, China, India. What kind of taxation challenges will come by that time, next 10 years? Customs, particularly.
Sir, with particular respect to customs, I think new products and services are being developed each day. So many a times we face challenge of classification, sir. So that classification challenge will be more prominent because with every day we have a new product and we find it difficult in the harmonized
But
classification.
classification is global, no?
Sir, global,
It
but
is not unique to India, right?
sir, it is global, but in the Indian Customs Act, we have added 2 more digits to it, which we try to make it customized to Indian products which are traded. So that would be one.
So how many digits are there now?
So we have 8 digits.
And added 2 more.
Sir, 6 the global provides, and 2 we have Indian we've added.
Okay. So do you expect that customs locations, customs ports will increase now?
Yes,
Obviously.
yes, sir.
Because the number has to
Volume.
increase, the manpower has to increase,
Yes.
location, because export import trade is one of the
Yes, sir.
factors.
Yes.
So do you see any challenges in establishing and managing customs offices at private harbors, private ports?
Sir,
Vis-a-vis establishment of proper port trusts.
Sir, I think as per my limited understanding in 3 months of customs, I think because private investors do need ease of doing business and infrastructure. So if we do not have proper infrastructure in place, they will not be attracted to invest in port systems, sir. So Port Development Authority, and that has to, a port-led system has to develop, which will attract private sector.
Okay. Do you remember any sensational custom evasion regarding mines,
Sir,
iron ore,
sir, I am not able to recall.
exported from Goa, chief minister has to lose his job, the minister has to go to jail?
Sorry, sir.
You are not. Okay, if you are a district magistrate and there are mines in your district, what are the kind of corruption that take place in mines? Mining, right?
Sir, there could be at the level of extraction itself, the valuation is, they are not recorded how much they've extracted. So in the very beginning, corruption can take place there. So also the nexus, the mining, the mafia system that has developed. So so this is how, sir, I am not aware of the intricacies of how corruption would.
Okay. Within the district, if you are posted, which is the area that you will be focusing most?
Sir, with
Which is the segment of population or which is the development sector that you will be focusing on?
Sir, I think marginalized sections and the vulnerable sections, depending on the district, sir, as per the data social
But
profile.
2037 there won't be marginalized population.
Hopefully, sir, there won't be.
There won't be. So
Hopefully.
what are the new challenges that you will have?
So technology
Mhm.
and regulation of technology.
Mhm.
Also, sir, hopefully there won't be challenges, but like the marginalized section. But at the same time, ensuring equity as well as security of those living, sir, ease of living.
What about quality of protection, health?
Yes, sir.
Health.
Social sector would definitely be there. Education, health,
Mhm.
employment, sir.
What do you see? Sorry. Recently there was a report, Human Development Index,
Yes,
by UNDP, about 10 days back.
yes.
Right? Are you aware of that Human Development Index? How it is made, who makes it?
Sir, as you said, UNDP is,
UNDP,
Yes.
and what it consists of?
sir, it has 3 broad parameters.
Uh-huh.
First, pertaining to per capita income or the income criteria. Second, sir, with respect to education, they see the gross enrollment ratio and various other educational parameters. And sir, third, with respect to health, life expectancy is one of the parameters.
What about gender?
Sir, gender, I'm not.
Gender equity?
Sir, gender equity, I'm not sure whether they have catered.
The report also has separate chapter on gender equity, right?
Yes.
Did you follow what that HDA said this year?
Sir, I am not able to recall as what they've said with respect to gender equity.
Okay. Okay. What is hunger index?
Sir, hunger index is taken out annually, and I'm not able to recall the agency, sir, and India ranks around 100, 101 in hunger index, and they have various parameters to assess the hunger.
Do you agree with that report?
So there were some lacunas as pointed out by many scholars. For example, the sample size, sir, that was very limited. And also the data collection was not very diverse. It was it was not diverse in the regional sense, sir. It was basically concentrated to cities. So those were some of the lacunas being put forward.
Is it hunger or hunger index? Which is the problem?
Sorry, sir.
What is the problem? The hunger is the problem, hunger index is the problem.
Sir, I think as a nation we should see hunger as the problem.
If hunger, having food, stomach full of food is not a solution. Having balanced diet is the issue. So
Yes.
hunger index is measuring the balanced diet taken by children,
Yes.
because that impact is measurable over a period of time. That's
Yes.
what hunger index is. It's not about hunger.
Yes.
The consequence or outcome of hunger is what is measured.
Yes.
So who is involved in that, in evolving hunger index? A UN agency?
Sir, I'm not able to recall the agency.
Have you heard of Food and Agriculture Organization?
Yes, sir, FAO.
Are they connected with this?
Sir, I think they are one of the. There are 6 to 7 participating agencies. Is what what I can recall. So FAO is one of them.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So you are from Madhya Pradesh. Bhopal.
Yes, sir.
So what are the good things about Bhopal which you like?
So there are many things about Bhopal that I like. First one being it is a very clean and green city. And so second is the development of lakes and how lakes, the overall natural ecosystem provides the very ease of living. Third, sir, the unique amalgamation of culture from ancient to medieval to modern infrastructure.
Okay. So what are some famous places, important places in Bhopal, which as a tourist one would like to go?
Sir, first one being the Bhojtal Lake and other lakes of Bhopal. Second, Sanchi Stoop is very nearby, 40 kilometers from Bhopal. That is a World Heritage Site, sir. Also, Bhimbetka Caves. That is also a World Heritage Site located near Bhopal. And sir, unique thing, one is that the smallest and the largest mosque of Asia, both are in Bhopal. So that.
Okay, Madhya Pradesh is also famous for its national parks and sanctuaries,
Yes, sir.
forest cover. So can you name or have you been to some national park in Madhya Pradesh?
Sir, I have been to Van Vihar National Park in Bhopal. Sir.
Is it a national park?
Yes, sir, it is. but
is.
but it needs to develop more as a national park.
Okay.
So there are others also, but I haven't.
Is it a national park or a zoo?
Sir, officially it is a national park and it has also all the qualifications of being a national park. But because of its limited area, many people do not perceive it to be a national park. But
Okay. What is the difference between a park, national park, and a zoo?
sir, as per observation, a zoo is when the animals are kept in closed spaces or cages, or there is not a freedom of movement of animals in large spaces and they're in their natural habitat. Whereas in national park, they are kept in their natural habitat and open spaces, and there's also a buffer zone around those national parks.
Okay, so what do you think? Suppose you are posted. What is your first choice? My home state or Madhya Pradesh maybe? Or
Yes, sir.
first choice as a home garden. Okay. So suppose you are posted as a district collector in some of the areas of Madhya Pradesh. So what would be your areas of concern or focus for the development of the or overall administration of the district?
Sir, I think first of all, I would like to know the social and economic profile of that district, and according to which I'll see what are the challenges that particular district is facing, sir. And overall, in general, what the issues of the entire Madhya Pradesh, which I'd like to address, first is the mainstreaming of the tribal population, sir, because Madhya Pradesh has the largest percentage of tribals. Sir, second would be the human capital sector, including education, health, and third would be overall, sir, social equity parameters. For example, bringing everybody on equal fronts, social justice, security of women.
Recently, we have seen creation of new states and more creation of new districts, carving out districts of existing districts, mostly happening before elections. So, do you think this is going to help, or we should put an end to this, like making newer states, smaller districts? Is it good or bad for administration and overall development of the country?
Sir, I think we should go about this from case to case basis. Overall, we cannot assess that whether this particular district or state would be beneficial. For example, sir, like a customized, like when we saw that there was need for better administration in MP Chhattisgarh. So, and there was call for separation also from the people themselves. So then we went for separating states into two, and which has produced economically and socially good results. So, sir, I think if the district is sustainable in terms of resources, and also there is demand from people themselves, and it is not a top-down decision from the above, then districts could be formed.
Okay. Now coming to your hobbies and extracurricular activity, you have mentioned reflective journaling and epistolary writing. What is epistolary writing?
Sir, epistolary writing is a form of writing where you write letters. The writing is in form of letters. So it could be addressed to anybody, family, friends. I write to myself also, sir. So.
Okay. So there is one book on history written in form of letters. Can you name it? Very famous.
Yes, sir. Letters from Father to Daughter by Honorable ex-PM Jawaharlal Nehru, sir.
You read that?
Sir, I have not read it completely, but excerpts I have read.
Riju, isn't it?
Yes.
What is the meaning of your name?
Sir, my name is derived from a Sanskrit word Rijuta from Rigved, and it means one who is harmless, spotless, a straight line.
You have been asked about this many times or no?
Yes, sir.
So have you framed a standard answer which you have just now given to me, or something
Sir,
else?
Sir, I can say both because that is the meaning only, so that I have to tell.
And what is Raju?
Yes, sir.
Sanskrit. Raju means what?
So,
This is Riju. Now what is Raju?
Raju.
Hmm.
Sir, I'm not sure of them.
Okay. Now you mentioned that you are fully satisfied in your present job, isn't it? Then you are also trying for this thing and trying very hard, obviously, and we all expect that you have a positive result. Is it not a contradiction in your approach?
Sir, I don't
If
think.
you are satisfied, then you don't want something else.
Sir, I think you can be satisfied and ambitious both at the same time. I think if we'll become satisfied, we'll stop working and we'll not aim for becoming better. So that in a way is not a contradiction. You can be I think I can be satisfied and at the same time aspire for the best that I can achieve.
Okay. Now tell me that after all these are two different services.
Yes.
Now, what exactly the extra you require? Because there must be something extra, otherwise it won't be a separate service, and somehow under the perception of people a superior service, little higher paid also. So why, what is that extra which your personality should contain from what you are at the moment?
Sir, I think all services are equally respectable, but administrative service might require more connect with the people on ground in the villages or in the districts, because in the initial years we'll be posted in.
No, I'm talking about your personality because these
Yes,
are the
sir.
requirements. Yes, but what do you think should be added to your personality?
So training, more training,
Training.
sir, and sir, with training some skills, soft skills will also increase.
Now, you have interest in law or
Sir,
anything concerned with law?
Sir, I gave the law entrance test.
Yes, that is what I saw. That
Yes.
is it? You have not completed it, isn't it?
Sir, I just gave the entrance exam
Okay.
and did not pursue law.
And you don't have any intention of pursuing also, isn't it?
Sir, I might in future, but I'm not sure.
Not
that-
at the moment.
Yes.
Fine. Now tell me, in your customs area, is there any big judgment which you can recall, which sort of either a very famous judgment, giving some landmark judgment, or upturning some of the laws or provisions as unconstitutional? Is there anything like that you remember?
Sir,
Or name any of the judgments which are talked about.
Sir, one is a judgment regarding urinal screens. Sir, I am not able to recall the exact name of the judgment, in which the party was proposing that the urinal screens are the plastic items and the olfactory items, and they wanted classification under that, which has to be a 0-degree import. But the government had the view that it was a urinal screen and a plastic item and not an olfactory item, and should have 15% or 20% rate. So this is one which is coming to my mind right now.
Good. Now, income tax, although it is not your line, but an allied line. Now, income tax procedures have now become quite dependent on digitization. And there is something which is called faceless assessment.
Yes.
In your department, present department, is there anything analogous to this?
Sir, in customs we have the faceless assessment.
How?
Sir, we have the proper mechanism that within that there are faceless assessment groups and port assessment groups. So proper functioning of faceless assessment is there in customs, but GST is still evolving for.
No,
Ice gate.
IceGate, yes, sir. IceGate portal is there, and also SWIFT mechanism is there, sir, in customs.
What is the appellate mechanism?
Sir, I'm not sure of the appellate mechanism.
Now, you also said that you are interested in Bollywood dancing, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Freestyle.
Now, how deep is the interest?
Sir, like within a week, twice or thrice, I do it for my self rejuvenation when I'm feeling low, or even as a physical activity, sir. So that is there, and even in weddings and if.
But what exactly is this Bollywood dance? What is Bollywood?
Sir, Bollywood is the songs which are produced in the Bollywood movies, sir. So,
What is Bollywood?
Sir, Bollywood is a type of film industry, one particular type which basically.
Type of film industry.
Sorry, sir.
No, you said one type of film industry.
Sir, sir, I'm not, sir, it's not, it's one, like, which is concentrated.
Is there any other wood you
Yes, sir.
remember to have some association with?
Sir, Tollywood is there. In South, we have Tollywood, sir.
Ah.
So, which, like, Hindi film industry, we can say that's what.
It's called
Bollywood.
Bollywood. Now, do you know where the Hindi film industry originated? And some of the earliest Hindi films, I'm talking about earliest Hindi films.
Sir, I don't know the place. Maybe Mumbai. That I don't know exactly.
Okay. Now, what are the features of Bollywood dancing?
So the freestyle which I do, Bollywood dance is of many types. One is freestyle, one is choreographed, sir. So in choreographed, the steps are rehearsed. There are proper steps and we have the rehearsal of those steps and then the dance takes place.
Do you borrow from any of these standardized academic dance forms?
Sir, it is an amalgamation of many other classical forms also like Kathak, Bharatnatyam. So in freestyle also we borrow from classical dances, sir. So it is not pure in form, if we say.
So that is why the purpose of asking is that can you really categorize something as a Bollywood form of Bollywood dancing? See, Bharatnatyam, there are rules, there are traditions, you practice for years together.
Yes, sir.
And then you same Kathak and so on. So in Bollywood, is there something like this that you practice for, you have to practice for 15 years and then only you will be called a Bollywood dancer? Is there anything like that?
So there are no set rules or procedures like that.
Okay.
It's
can you name any of the songs which you want to dance, I mean which you like to dance on?
Sir, so there are many, I think,
One or two. Any?
So Desi Girl is one, then earlier songs, sir, Banthan Challi Dekho is one which I can recall.
Okay, come back to your customs. One small question. Now, what exactly is the purpose of the customs tax? Customs duty rather. What is the main purpose, philosophically?
Sir, philosophically, if we go...
Or theory-wise, theoretically, what is
Sir,
the purpose of the custom?
Sir, I think the purpose is ensuring exchange of goods and services with other countries, and at the same time having a security angle to it, so that there is global peace in terms of economic arena, sir. So enforcement of enforcement of economic security and regulations, and promoting and facilitating international trade.
Okay, last question. Where do you see yourself after, say, 15 years?
Sir, hopefully I see myself in Madhya Pradesh working as in whatever post I am, in particularly IAS, and if not that, sir, working with wherever I am with all my heart, so that people look up to me as an officer and get inspired by me.
Okay, fine.
What do you know about the India EFTA agreement that has been achieved recently? What are the members of EFTA?
Sir, in the EFTA, there are 4 members with which India has signed the free trade agreement. They are Norway, Switzerland, Iceland, and Sir, I'm not sure of the 4th nation. And the EFTA proposed Liechtenstein, yes, sir. And sir, it proposes FDI and nearly 10 million employment generation in India.
Don't give the details, I'm not interested. We have also signed a deal with UAE a little time ago. You know about that?
Sir,
India UAE FTA?
Sir, I have read it, but I am not able to recall.
Okay. There are 2 more such FTAs in the offing. With which countries or regions? India is in advanced stages.
Sir, I think UK and France also. I am not sure. UK is
European
one.
Union.
Yes, sir, European Union.
Have you heard 2 terms SEPA and TEPA? CEPA SEPA and TEPA TEPA. The UAE usually called SEPA and
Yes.
the FTA is called TEPA.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Comprehensive.
differentiate? First, give the full name. SEPA is?
Sir, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement.
Right. And that is with UAE. and TEPA is with EFTA.
So trade in
Trade and
in
economic partnership.
partnership.
So why there are two different names? Do they convey some different arrangements? Under SEPA, what happens? Under TEPA, what happens?
Sir, I'm not sure of the difference.
You should know as a customs officer,
Sorry, sir.
all of them are supposed to work on the customs and tariffs.
Yes.
All right. Coming back to your quality assurance sale,
Yes.
you have been what kind of quality assurance you have done as a student representative?
So there were 2 to 3 major things which I, as me and my team did on. Work was first one was making it more, the infrastructure to be more capable for differently abled students, sir, because there were.
That was a hostel activity.
So the college activity overall, there were ramps were not there, sir, earlier in SRCC, and lifts were there. So for specially able students, it was very difficult to go to first floor or second floor when the lift was busy, sir, because there was only one lift. So we worked for creating of ramps in the colleges, sir. And second was for a hostel timing, sir. The timings were different for girls hostel and boys hostel. So
You
extension.
also informed that you have secured 4th rank in All India Law Entrance Test.
Yes, sir.
Did you go for the law?
No, sir.
Then why did you fail in the test? For
Sir-
the fun of it?
No, sir, it was not for the fun of it. At that point of time, I was not sure which, after my 12th, which career path to take. So I gave All India Law Entrance Test, and then I analyzed what were the options available to me. So then I thought, because Delhi University, you get admission on the basis of your 12th marks. So 12th marks were also not released till then. So I wanted to have options. That was one of the reasons.
But it's a very good position. AIR, All India rank 4 you
Yes, sir.
secured.
Yes.
That shows a lot of aptitude for law. You
Yes.
should have gone for that.
Sir, at that point of time, I thought my interest was more in economics and I would do better there. So,
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
call you back. You can go now.
Thank you.
अनुभव तो ठीक है.
So, please, may I come in?
इंटरव्यू कब है तुम्हारा? बैठो.
Thank you, sir.
कब है इंटरव्यू?
So, 4th.
अप्रैल को.
Yes, sir.
बहुत लास्ट में क्यों हो रहा है तुम्हारा?
So, pata nahi. So, as per the schedule, I don't know.
अच्छा. 4th April. What was your mark in the last interview?
So, it was 154.
Not very high marks.
Yes.
But how did it go and what were the areas on which they asked you?
Sir, 2 to 3 members asked on DAF only, and 2 were asking, one was very focused on economic affairs and one was on contemporary current affairs.
Good. See, you have an advantage that you are already in customs, so there will be a good image of you before the board this time because you have done something, you achieved something. So they will go with that image. But then they'll expect more from your core area. You have chosen customs and all that. So as you could see, I asked you about SEPA, TEPA, very recent things and all. Be very, very thorough with all this. Okay, what are the issues? How UAE SEPA is going to help us and UAE? What are the significance of TEPA? Why these 4 countries had to do a separate agreement with India? Because they're not part of EU. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
they have done. And what will is covered in TEPA? Every day it's being reported in the newspaper. And what are the hurdles in India UK FTA that has not been finalized, and as well as EU also? These 2 are in the pipeline. So read it thoroughly. And terms like what is SEPA, what is TEPA, what is FTA, what is CCA, CCA,
Yes, sir.
SECA,
There are
SECA, SEPA and all.
with one addition, it becomes further.
So there are some nuances.
Yes.
So try to read it. If at all they ask you, you can explore on this. So that's about it. Then obviously they'll ask you about your economics as an optional paper. You should know about.
So my optional was sociology.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Your economics as a graduation
Graduate.
subject.
Yes.
Graduate. Like, they'll ask a lot of questions on economics. Depth also. Okay. I can't predict the questions, but you should be thorough with economics. You are from SRCC, so your expectation level will be very, very high in economics. And then generally current affairs, what is happening on next 10 days or something like that. Concentrate on the latest that's happening. It can be anything relating to bail or default bail or electoral bonds or elections. So you are supposed to know about what is happening today, like that.
And something on narcotics, which is
Yes, sir.
job chart of customs office.
Yes.
Afghanistan economy runs on narcotics.
One thing, you are already in, so a certain level of your personality assessment is already there. And so they start not with 0, but with this thing. And that is why I was harping on the additionality in personality. Now, a frank assessment which I give is that you are a very good neutral personality. But as you know, there are personality types. One is aggressive, defensive, argumentative. Now, these are the types. Authoritative. So these are the personality types. Unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but you don't fit into any particular type of personality.
That's true. Even in the personality test I have taken, there are 4 sectors and they all come 25%. There is not even a 26% and a 20%.
No, because you are a very good neutral personality.
Yes.
Now you have to build up a little speciality. Not negative but positive. So once you are aware of it, you will be able to, there is no formula which I can tell you. But once you are aware of it, you will yourself do it. And that will automatically add something to your personality. There is additional thing which is required for a little so-called higher service. Okay?
As already said, you have an advantage that you are already in the service and people have some favorable opinion that you already cleared once. I think questions may be from your home state also, Madhya Pradesh. So be prepared for that. But forest, tribal, etc. What you spoke. Okay.
Yes.
So consolidated and current affairs, of course.
You are a woman candidate, so women issues also you should read.
Yes.
What are the challenges for Indian women? Women issues also they can ask you. Election related.
Yeah, the
also.
government is also harping on Nari Shakti, etc.
Yes.
So that will be startups.
Yes.
Election related things also they can ask you. The entire election procedure, electoral financing, model code of conduct.
Yes.
Why the elections are in 7 phases. Opposition party is crying foul in that, so you have to justify why in 7 phases. All this is in the news. One nation, one election also they can ask
Yes,
you.
sir. Sign.
All this which is in news, they can ask you about this. Okay. You want to ask something? You have anything you want to ask from us?
Sir, apart from the content and building on knowledge, what other thing? Like I have 10 days, so if there's something of personality trait I can work
No,
on.
not at all. You cannot change your personality and you should not change your personality in the next 10 days. Your personality is what you have gathered in the last 25 years or 26 years of your age. And let it remain what it is. Don't change it.
The economics is what you have to be thorough with.
Yes.
Don't try to work out on your personality. Just gather some more information where questions can be asked. That's it. You have nothing which goes against your personality. So it's fine.
There is nothing negative in your personality that you must be
And you can't gain something in the next 10 years. Rome was not built in a day.
Yes.
So is personality.
No, what I advised was not in the context of only next 12 days, but as your lifelong. After all, life is
So
not
how
only these
should
12
I
days.
discover that thing?
Now, if you are aware of this, which I told you, that you are a very good neutral personality. See, neutrality is not always bad.
Yes.
Don't worry about all
But you
that.
cannot work on this for next 12 of whatever time you have got. It cannot be changed in that time.
Thank you.
Should be good.
You should get, you are a good candidate and you have nothing to lose. That is the point.
Yes, sir. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
Very good.